Hi guys! This is Slavic Girl Morna video channel, and today I'm going to talk to you about vampire hunters in Slavic mythology and beliefs. Now, I believe that you all know about famous Abraham Van Helsing, about famous vampire hunter from Bram Stoker novel Dracula. Well, let's just say that Slavs did have their own version of Van Helsing, but there is a difference. There is two kinds of vampire hunters in Slavic mythology and beliefs. One of the version is a half vampire child. Really? Well, in my previous video, I mentioned that a vampire, usually a man, is able to have an offspring, a half vampire child with human woman. And such kind of children are able to feel, to recognize, to feel a presence of pure blood, of elder vampires. You see, they are able to feel their presence, they are able to even fight them and to be victorious, to defeat them, you see, because a half vampire child, half vampire creature is has many abilities of original vampire, but almost none of their weaknesses, and that makes them have advantage of their vampire fathers, of their vampire creators. More fathers, less creators, because they are born in traditional way, you see. Other kind of vampire hunter, well, it's about priest, either Catholic or Orthodox priest, because in Slavic countries there are either Catholic church or Orthodox church, and it's usually a priest who has a role of vampire hunter. In Slavic folklore and beliefs that came after Christianization of Slavic countries, the priest is the one who has the main role, the role of vampire monster hunter. But he's not acting alone. There are things that he needs to do, to accomplish, in order to track, to find, and to kill a vampire. One of the most known methods among the Slavs is to gather a group of peasants. Well, this kind of story definitely has a sidekicks. I really don't know, is there any kind of media that doesn't use sidekicks? The peasants are sidekicks, and they are assisting a priest in order to find the vampire. They are his sidekicks. They gather during a night, but they are gathering during a day, and they take with them a black horse, 100% black horse, because other colors are not welcome in this kind of settings, because a black horse can recognize, I don't know, feel a presence of vampire. I really don't know where these beliefs come from, but it's very present among Slavs. And so during a night they gather at some spot, and they take a horse with them, and they make him, the horse, walk across the graves. and when the animal is nervous, scared, or something, that is usually indication, a sign that there is a vampire, more specifically a vampire in the grave. And so they dig up the grave, they take a look at corpse, and if they notice something unusual, like long nails, like blood on the corpse or something like that, then the priest himself, then he used the stick and impaled the vampire through his heart. Yes, that is a very, traditional way to defeat vampires. There is also a way for a priest to recognize vampire if he noticed some kind of butterfly, night butterfly to say, that enters a house or some other building. They catch a butterfly and slightly burn its wings, and if they next day heard that there was some suspicious person with burned clothes, then they know it's a vampire, and they know how to track him or her and to kill him or her. One of the many, settings where a vampire can be found if you want to kill him or her is to look for it in the meal. Now that some of you think that is weird or something, but in Slavic mythology, vampires are usually hiding either in mills or some other kind of buildings, of that kind of buildings, or in the grave. That is very creepy, you know. So, we have two kinds of vampire hunters. One is the priest, Catholic or Orthodox Church priest, who is not so strong or fast to defeat a vampire alone, but he needs help. He needs peasants to support him, to assist him, to help him defeat vampire. That is more like a teamwork, you know. The second kind of vampire hunter is a half-vampire child. In this case, we have a character who is more like the famous Vampire Hunter D. If you ever watched the movie, that's a great movie, I assure you. So we have a Vampire Hunter D-like character who is half vampire, half human, has almost every ability of vampire, but very few weaknesses, or almost no weaknesses at all. The second character is man of the church. In that way, he is more close to Abraham van Helsing, but nevertheless, he is the man of the church, and he needs teamwork in order to find and defeat a vampire. I hope that you guys like this video, so comment, like, subscribe, tell me your opinions, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Zdravo!